I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner. I know men. The number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right? When they see you, they meet you, they're gonna be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive, right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure, but the first thing is how you look, right? So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail? Be oh so for real. Men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well-dressed, it reflects well on him. People look at him and they think, oh wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy if he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him. If he's fugly or he's overweight or he's short, they're like, oh yeah, he must have money in order to be able to pull a baddie like that. So my thing is like, what's in it for women? We've already spent more money than you by just putting our makeup on. We're in danger. Like, what's in it for us? Okay, you mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year, but you can't take me to $120 to maybe $200 dinner, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert? Like,
you're a loser. You're a loser.
Wow.
How am I supposed to be with you when I got these men all the time in my DMs offering me luxury cruises, mansions, all this different stuff, and then I come home to you playing video games in your underwear?
It was good when we first started dating.
That's 7 years ago. I've grown as a person, and you haven't. I've outgrown you.
Wow. So after all these years, you have to tell me that by getting pregnant by another man? We couldn't separate we couldn't have this conversation before we got to this part.
Things happen, but
I had to find out you was pregnant.
You weren't taking
How low
care
of you?
of me.
That's low.
You were not. The bottom line is that you were not taking care of me.
I'm a hard-working man.
I get another man's arms.
I'm a hard-working man. I gave you everything you asked for me. What more you want?
I'm in here splitting half of these bills. You're not taking care of me.
The rent is $4,000.
So? A real man could pay that $4,000 and then some. I should be in the hills somewhere. You know, this is expensive. I gotta maintain with Botox. You know, like, you don't want me looking older. I gotta take care of myself. You don't pay for that. You have all these expectations on me that you can't even provide.
Real man is not proven unless his pockets is fat. A real man.
Pay to play. You gotta pay to play.
You single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be. I have a couple of boyfriends. I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So I guess I'm single. I am single.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling. You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Not all of them. Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. There's different purposes for different tools.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have the job, finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great.
Most successful and wealthy men always have one thing in common, and that is the confidence to get any woman they want. Some of them are douchebags and they treat women like trash. Unfortunately, not all women like dating douchebags. But gold diggers, which is often what these men attract, do not mind tolerating shit from men.
What is your type? Like, what do you like physically?
Rich.
I said physically, not monetarily.
6'1", light skin.
So let's say they're under 6 foot and they're rich. Does that help?
Yeah.
That help?
Duh.
So how much does a guy need to make?
It don't matter what he makes, it matters how he spend it.
How should he spend it?
On me.
So, would you say you're an expensive person?
Duh.
Do you expect your man to pay all the bills?
Duh.
Your car payment, your hair, your nails, everything.
What is he doing if he's not paying for what I need to do?
I once met a young man who defined gold diggers as a young woman who dates old and rich men. I'm pretty sure when I told him I like dating older men, he put me in the gold digging category. But that doesn't bother me. I've been called worse. Some men assume I'm only high maintenance until they discover they have no chance with me because they are too egoistic, lack proper dating decorum, and I'm not enticed by their wealth. Integrity is my priceless possession, and I doubt any gold digger has that. I don't believe a man's money is worth having if he doesn't respect and honor his woman's values. The problem with dating a wealthy man is that they don't acknowledge women's worth unless you bow to their whims every single time. But no independent high-value woman would want to be a man's toy. What's more intriguing is that when successful and wealthy men want to find true love and settle down, the gold diggers aren't the ones they go for.
How old are you, CJ?
I'm 35 still.
35. Do you have any children?
I do not have any kids.
What kind of woman you looking for? Let's be clear.
I was clear last time, I thought. So I'm just looking for a woman who doesn't need to be taken care of to take care of her. So i.e., I'm looking for a woman that has a career already. I'm looking for a grown woman. I'm not looking for a woman that's going to be a liability. I'm looking for somebody that's going to be an asset. I make between 1 and 200K.
Okay, to be clear.
My
and
bad.
How tall are you?
6 feet.
And you over?
Yeah.
You well endowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
They seek independent, high-value women who will love them unconditionally because they know the gold diggers are only after their money and will abandon them when the money isn't sufficient to keep them. But how can a high-value man attract a loyal and loving woman when they assume every woman can be bought? Chad is a corporate manager with more than 18 years of experience in the field. At 48, he has traveled to 62 countries, received several awards for his managerial proficiency, and dominated the financial market. My only problem with Chad is that he has two views about love and marriage when it comes to his choice of women. He thinks women who genuinely love their men are those who stay home and raise their kids while their men bring home the bacon. Chad said women were created for men, and if a woman loves a man, she would marry him and give him babies. It didn't surprise me when Chad said he had been betrayed and scammed multiple times by his girlfriends and wives. Yes, he had been married and divorced 4 times before we met. Chad has been attracting gold diggers and whores and tried to turn them into wives, but each time these women remain unchanged. They either cheat on him or deceive him into thinking they changed their past for him until he married them and took half of his wealth after they divorced him. Now Chad thinks all women are gold diggers and incapable of loving anyone other than themselves. A street girl is always a street girl, especially when there's no money to maintain their frivolous lifestyle. Love is about more than just material wealth. It's about respect, empathy, and emotional connection. If these core traits are missing from your relationship, it might be time to reevaluate. Loyal and trustworthy women look beyond material possessions when choosing a mate. They evaluate your personality. They want to know you are capable of expressing your emotions, give them security, and value their opinion in decision-making. To help you make smarter dating choices, here are a few clues loyal women look for in a partner because they don't play games in their romantic affairs. 1. They want men with healthy values. Being rich doesn't automatically make you high value to high value woman. These women can buy themselves anything from meals to attention. They are not looking for a man who will control how they live their lives either. Having healthy values means you are securing your masculinity and you can be vulnerable when you need to be. Men who possess healthy values know their boundaries and respect other people's boundaries too. They don't act on their ego, rather they engage in mutual conversation with their partner because they know everyone deserves to be heard. Healthy values like respect, compassion, resilience, and loyalty are what attract high-value women. 2. They expect you to know their love language. Knowing your partner's love language helps strengthen the relationship because both of you will feel more appreciated and loved. The things you do to show your woman how much you love her can go a long way to winning her heart. For some high-value women, cooking dinner, helping with the dishes, or giving them a massage after a rough day makes them feel special. Others would prefer you buy them gifts, shower them with praises, or confess your undying love to them every day. Sometimes a simple hug or cuddle while watching TV or giving your undivided attention when you are together are love languages high-value women crave. 3. They want men who prioritize uplifting their partner. Most high-value women don't just want men who bring home the bacon. They are career chasers and probably as ambitious as the man. So they look for men who can also make their dreams and career goals a priority. I've heard some successful men say they want independent and strong women as partners, but they would ask her to quit her job and focus on raising their children when they get married. As a high-value woman, this is a huge red flag. Our careers are just as important as our love lives. Just as we prioritize our partner's vision, we want men who can prioritize our vision too and possibly incorporate our goals into theirs. 4. They want you to be honest and true to yourself. Every successful relationship is built on strong moral values, and high values women desire men who are honorable, fair, and have ethical moral values. In other words, to attract a high-value woman you must have integrity. Having integrity helps build a stronger bond in the relationship. Because your integrity will guide your actions and prevent your ego from ruining your love life and your relationship with other people. A man of integrity knows how to speak and act with kindness and fairness. He's not easily influenced by other people's opinions about him or his loved ones. He knows how to manage his time and money so he can show up when needed without compromising his well-being. High-value women need men who can stand by their words, have confidence in themselves, and make their partners feel secure in the relationship. 5. They want you to be extremely confident but not an asshole. You should already know by now that confidence is sexy. When a man believes in himself, he knows who he is, and what he wants, and honors his boundaries. This is very appealing to a high-value woman, and it's usually something she can tell simply from the attitude he exudes. However, being overly confident can extend to egoism, which most women find appalling in men because men with big egos never truly love anyone other than themselves. They see everyone else as a rival, and they regard their romantic affairs as a game to be won.
Justin, do you ever see yourself getting married?
No, not on paper. No, absolutely not. I believe in love and marriage and in regards to taking care of a woman fully and your responsibilities as a father and a provider and protector, 100%. In fact, I think that's probably what's broken about the world. I might have multiple family.
Oh.
You never know. I might like family more than you. So much I have 5.
Do you think that's a good thing to have multiple families?
I think it's good if there's one dad and there's not a bunch of step parents involved and the dad can be the hero and those 5 families live a 10x better life than they would have otherwise. Yes, ma'am, I do.
But you don't think that it will be ultimately an opportunity for jealousy or disharmony amongst
women are always going to be jealous. What's changed about that? Women have been jealous all the way through time. So
I'm not jealous in my marriage.
I don't care about your marriage. I'm talking about mine. Well, my life is going to be, so I don't answer to you. So that's my answer. I'm going to run my situation exactly how I want to. And generally, when I do that, that's when I have the most happiness, let's say, in my life. So.
If a man is confident in himself, he doesn't need to compete with anyone or belittle others to lift himself up. He acknowledges his flaws and doesn't think he's better than anyone else. High-value men operate with positive energy and are completely aware of their environment and the emotional needs of their partner. This makes them an exceptional choice for a long-term partnership. If your woman isn't looking for these personality traits in you, then she may be just a gold digger who is after your wallet. When you suspect you've been saddled with a gold digger, try and match her personality with yours. If hers are way off or centered around money and she's always taking but doesn't give on equal measure, It's time to exit the relationship and move on because she's high maintenance, but not high value.
That's it for today. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and smash the notification bell so you don't miss my next video.